Hi everyone, and welcome to our weekly reading. So my name is Emily, for those of you who are new here, and for my regular viewers, welcome back. So as you guys will know, I had little baby Oscar nearly 8 weeks ago, so I'm kind of catching a break when I can at the moment, hence why the hair is wet. I managed to have time for a shower, and I was like, okay, he's still asleep. I am gonna take a chance and I'm going to try and record our weekly video now. So we're going to see what we need to hear for this week ahead. So what kind of a week can we expect? We're going to start with a spirit animal oracle and then we'll use the tarot. So what kind of a week can we expect? I don't know why, but I keep hearing someone interrupting you, like you start to say something and someone just keeps speaking over you. So this could be a bit of a theme this week where maybe you feel like you're not able to finish something. Maybe you're finding it difficult to communicate this week, or perhaps you just feel like you keep being interrupted every time you're doing something. Maybe like someone else kind of distracts you here. So that's just like a little vision thing that I can see. So our animal oracle. We have the rhino spirit. Overcome any obstacle. So you are clearly pushing hard this week. You're trying to get things done. Whatever challenges you do face, nothing's going to stop you. So it's interesting. I feel like something keeps trying to interrupt you, but you're like, I'm not going to let this deter me. So maybe there is a few distractions this week, but they are not blocking your path at all because like I said, you have this determination and this resilience this week. I feel like you are so connected to your third eye this week, so you're able to see much more clearly. You are trusting your intuition. And I really feel like you keep getting visions about what to do. You are being so guided by spirit. I mean, if you can't see things physically, that third eye is really going to show you what you need to know about a situation this week or just about how to approach your week. So, yeah, maybe you don't need to see things actually like physically this week. Perhaps there's just this deep inner knowing. I do feel like you are getting some kind of not necessarily recognition, but I feel like you are stepping into a position of authority this week. So, you're taking charge, you're taking control. You're not being a sheep this week is probably the best way to put it. I feel like you are just really determined to achieve what you've set out to. So I'm not sure what your intentions are for this week. I'm also getting a bit emotional because I can see angel wings around you. So I can see that you do have a loved one in spirit who is guiding you really, really strongly this week. It might be a week where you really do want to connect with that loved one, or maybe you see a lot of signs, synchronicities from that person. So yeah, there's a lot of love and support around you this week. I want to say like you're halfway there, so I'm not sure what the context is or who that's going to make sense for, but I'm just getting this strong feeling like, okay, you're halfway there now. So something that you've been trying to do, Spirit's giving you a bit of encouragement here. Yeah, we've got the star. So stay hopeful, stay optimistic, be really, really positive about this. The star is guiding you to look to the future, to plan ahead, to really invest in your long-term visions. The power of faith to move mountains combined with that rhino spirit, like nothing is stopping you. Absolutely nothing is stopping you this week. There's a happy change here with the star. I feel like you have been going through a really challenging time. That star card is saying, look, happy relief from that challenging time. So something here is shifting in your circumstances and it feels really positive. There's a deep sense of renewal taking place this week. I feel like you have the energy, the motivation, the drive to get things done this week, and something shifting mentally. I feel like maybe last week or the last few weeks have been really heavy. This week you are much more positive minded. You are able to look ahead and to really think about the future in a positive light. It seems like you're not necessarily excited about what's next, but you're feeling a lot better about it. You're feeling like, okay, maybe I can achieve this. Maybe this is something which is going to happen for me. So there's a slight mental shift, which I just feel is the first step into a really positive and abundant mindset. So let's see what we can expect this week. What can we expect to see? For Star, the Princess of Spring. So yeah, things are definitely moving forward. And we have release. Okay, so what can we expect to see this week? Times are changing. Things are just shifting beyond measure this week. The Princess of Spring is saying that this is a week where you can really go after your dreams, where you can start to feel creative and inspired again. The Princess of Spring guides you to do something which is going to bring about that expansion. What do you need to release so that you can expand? What do you need to let go of so that you can spread your wings and you can do things that maybe you've not done before? Let your creativity take flight. Something here has been heavy. It has been weighing you down. And this, we're coming out of Mercury retrograde, so it makes sense. It totally makes sense that, this week you are in a position where you're like, do you know what? I'm not gonna let the past weigh me down, because perhaps you spent Mercury retrograde thinking a lot about what's happened before. So this release card is saying this week you're moving on. You're moving on from challenges. You are feeling that energy coming back to you. You're feeling creative, inspired. You're feeling passionate again. You're feeling optimistic. So how are we going to navigate this week? Two of Spring. We need to make choices this week. We need to work hard and we need to make decisions. That Two of Spring, it's really got this energy of teamwork. I feel like you and another person are going to start to go with the flow much better. There's been like a bit of, I don't know how you say it, rigidity. Things have been rigid recently. It's probably, I don't know how you say it. Things have been really rigid recently. I feel like you and another person have struggled to find a flow that works, struggled to find like an energy exchange. But Two of Spring is saying this week you're going to reconnect with someone, or you're going to be able to connect with someone in a more balanced way. The two of you are going to be working together so that you can get back to a state of flow, so that things can start moving again. If something's felt stuck, it's clear that one of the reasons for that is because you and another person are meant to work together. There is an element here of collaboration, which is really, really important, not just this week, but throughout December. I feel like if you and this person can partner together, and there's going to be a really bright, it's going to be a bright month. It's going to be a really, really positive end to the year. But yeah, hard work and creativity, and partnering with others who share your dream. This week we can make great progress. This week we can really get things done. You've just got to, like I said, bit of teamwork, bit of optimism, and letting go of whatever it is that's been holding you back. You are going to overcome an obstacle this week. And I am so proud of you, because it really feels like this has been an ongoing challenge. Nine of Summer, a wish coming true. We have some kind of fulfillment here. This is a magical week, and it might not be a week where you see the results, but it's a week where you can feel the gears shifting. You can feel that momentum being gained. So the more we focus on, okay, I feel things moving forwards, I'm overcoming some challenges, the more that you are going to manifest. So if we can kind of start to believe in our dreams a little bit more, start to have a little bit more faith in the magic here, then things are really going to start to improve in our circumstances. I'm also getting like there's a real need here for you to focus on yourself, your creativity, the things that light you up. This Nine of Summer, it's coming out under the Princess of Spring. And I'm really feeling like if you can just fulfill your own needs a little bit better, you're going to have more energy, you're going to have more creativity, you're going to be just kind of much more enthusiastic and optimistic. So yeah, really try to nurture your needs this week, because that's gonna be the way that you keep your tank full. Because we have the Six of Spring here. Wonderful news, it's on its way. Success and recognition, smart choices that bring rewards. So you really will be able to move forward, and you'll be letting go of like a past story, but it comes from having a full tank. It's really, really important we keep that tank full this week, so that we can be that rhino and we can overcome challenges. We can stay focused on our path ahead, and we can keep moving forwards with that vision of the future and being like, okay, I'm doing this now because I know it's going to get me to where I want to be. A lot of the time we get deterred by our long-term goals because we are so focused on what's happening now, and we feel like, okay, it's so far out of reach, it's never going to happen. This week you're like changing that mindset, and you're like, do you know what, I am going to do this now because I know this is going to get me to that end goal. And just letting you guys know, I have a really exciting bingo offer this week. So I'm going to share that at the end of this video. And if you want to book that, so it's going to be a surprise reading. So you pick one of the little symbols. You can pick as many symbols as you want. It's a bingo style reading, and it's going to be like a mystery question for each symbol. And I will be getting those out to you this week. So if you want to play along, then check out the symbols at the end of this video, or you can head straight to my website, sacredspacereadings.co.uk, and you'll find the bingo offer there. So I will see you guys soon, but thank you for watching today.